Hi, I'm Dan Fost. I'm the author of Giants Past and Present, and I'm sitting here in the Giants dugout on the eve of the 2010 baseball season at AT&T Park. Giants will be here opening the season, what we hope is going to be another successful campaign. I feel great as a Giants fan that this is going to be an exciting year, and the Giants have a strong team in a weak division. A lot of people are predicting they could make the playoffs. The 2010 Giants are looking great. There's a lot of hope for the team. The team has the best record in spring training right now, and more importantly, last year they were a young team, and they've got all the great players back, and plus they've picked up a few key bats in the offseason. So Tim Lincecum is the ace of the pitching staff. He's won the Cy Young Award for his first two full Major League seasons, which nobody's ever done before, with Matt Cain and Jonathan Sanchez, who pitched a no-hitter last year, and Barry Zito back in the rotation. Brian Wilson is the closer again. Pablo Sandoval had a breakout year last year at third base, and he's back. And now they've also brought in Freddie Sanchez for a full season at second base. Aubrey Huff is first base as a veteran RBI guy. Mark DeRosa is going to play left field. So the team is looking good. There's a lot of hope. Last year they won 88 games after 4 straight losing seasons. So finally the investments in the minor leagues and the player development seem to be paying off for the Giants. It's interesting seeing these 2010 Giants. If anything, they remind me of the teams John McGraw used to manage back in New York 100 years ago, when McGraw was a real proponent of have great pitching and then fight for every run and try and whittle away what they called inside baseball at the time. And really, these Giants are still, even with the addition of a few key bats, are still going to have to fight for every run. But if they can put 2 or 3 runs on the board, that gives them a chance to win because the pitching is that good. In a different way, they remind me a lot of the team that first came to San Francisco in 1958, because that team, the Giants were in a rebuilding process, and much as the Giants in the last few years have had to rebuild after Barry Bonds stopped playing at the end of the 2007 season, and the Giants have been starting to bring up people from the farm system. In the late 50s, the Giants were also looking to the farm system, and that's where players like Willie McCovey and Orlando Cepeda and Jim Davenport and the Alou brothers and Juan Marichal all came from. A lot of homegrown talent back then that built the dynasty of the 1960s. So the Giants just locked up some of their key pitchers to contracts that'll hold them for a few years. So there's a lot of hope that this team can also have some staying power and be contending for years to come. The Giants may make it back to the World Series this year. They may break our hearts all over again, but in the springtime, everything feels great, and I'm excited for the season.